Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joesephyr and welcome to another pull and slash content clear video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Now today we're going to be pulling for Golbez. Now Golbez is only going to be getting tickets from me. Now I would really like him because he's very cool, like the new costume is lit as hell, and it'd make my life 10 times easier for farming the rest. But I want to come out of Divine Alexander, like, profiting at least somewhat, as opposed to, like, literally every other banner that I ever pull on. But before we get started, of course, I do shout out one of my patrons over on Patreon every time I release a new video, and today that person is going to be The Freshness, who is an Auron fan. So if you can see their title card as I've put this through the video as well. If you would like a title card made just for you, that will go in the credits of all of my videos, as well as other benefits such as voice chats we all do together, behind the scenes footage, and being a part of Would You Pull, then perhaps you'd like to consider being a patron yourself, and that's all in the links in the panels or description box depending on where you're watching this. So like I said, we're going to do a little bit of pulls for Golbez. I would like his LD. Obviously, I would like his burst as well. What I don't want to happen is to pull the burst before the LD, because I don't want to get locked into pulling for the LD. But I don't want to go crazy here, like, because I've had so many bad pulls lately. I just don't think I can stomach loads of them. So I'm going to use 4 tickets individually, and then because it has to be a round number. It has to be a round number. I've also had to miss out on Yang as well, which is sad. Okay, now... Oh, no, wait. Oh, that's a single ticket. Oh, now I'm going to have to go 5 more. Because I don't know if anyone else is like this, but it has to be a round number for me to use 10s. It has to be a round number. So that's 9 that we've spent. We haven't had anything. The Laguna 15. I am on the right banner, aren't I? Just double checking. I am on the right banner. Yeah, just had to check there for a second. I'm like, hold on a second. More Laguna stuff. Nothing. Nothing. Oh. Fingers crossed. Post-birthday luck. Better than pre-birthday luck, I hope. Hey! That's good. I'll take it. I'm happy. Then it means that, like, we can get tickets for the other 2 banners and it actually makes a difference. I'm really happy with that. That's really good. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Oh my god, I actually pulled tickets on a banner I, like, mildly cared about and got what I wanted. I'm actually so overjoyed right now. Faris was awful. I know I didn't post my pulls for Faris, but there's a reason for that. If you could see my gem count and my ticket count, Faris was hideous. So I'm glad that I can at least recuperate now using Divine Alexander. Like, really happy with that, because I don't plan on using gems between now and Bart's. So anyways, if you're watching this over on YouTube, thank you very much for joining me. I will be doing the Lufenia clear, and I will be using Golbez with his costume, of course. So stay tuned and keep on watching, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Hello there everyone, welcome back. As you can see, I'm actually going to try and do the Gladio cheese method for this fight, purely because it would make my life a lot easier. Honestly, I have the capability to do it, and I'm the kind of person that goes, if I can cheese an event, I'm gonna. Now what I've done here is, just to explain what the Gladiolus cheese is you need to reset, like, turn orders a lot before we go into it, but I've already done that bit, thankfully. You need to take off all of your Max Brave passives for everyone, and you need to make it so that Gladio is the only one that's actually able to deal damage. Because when you cap out in Bravery for your entire party, Alexander will do a counterattack to reduce you to 0 Bravery, which triggers the LD counter from Gladio. So when he does that, if he caps the party from that because he batteries, then that will trigger the attack again, and this will cause an infinite loop in which point you just kill him instantly. Now, you do need quite a lot to do this. I'm doing this without a friend unit. You can use an Onion Knight burst unit to make this a lot easier on you, but if you've got the right gear, you don't actually have to do that. So what I'm using here is Ignis, because it gives me HP damage up. It gives me weakness damage. It gives me the fire enchant, so I'll do more damage. So Gladio will definitely kit out. I'm then going to use Cecil's LD. Even though he absorbs Holy, don't use his C65 for God's sake. Even though he reabsorbs it, it'll still help here. And then with Sarah, I'm using Jack, so this will then put the 6th debuff on him, which means that Sarah now triggers, so Brave and HP damage is increased again, and then obviously because Jack is there, you then get even more bravery damage. So I'm using the regular call as well, just because it'll level up the katana wound slightly. And then we use Paradigm Shift combo. I mean, he's actually targeting... He's not targeting... Right, so then if I use Impulse, hopefully this should cause Sacred Crime. Now, hopefully this will go off the way I want it to. Countered. Capped. Now the counter goes off. Gladio goes off again. And that's it. That's pretty much how it all works. This will now counter until Alexander dies. You've probably seen a lot of people use this. There have been quite a lot of content creators that have talked about it. And I just thought I would explain it as best I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this part of the stream, because this will literally go on until Alexander dies, so that's a really easy Lufenia. And then what I will do is I'll take you through the party that I've used and how I've gone about taking the passives and things off in order to make it so that you guys know what's going to happen with the fight itself. So thank you all very much for coming. I will be back in just a moment and I'll take you through the party and the construction of that as well so that you can do this for yourself. Take care. Hello there again. So basically, it's a little bit different this time. I could have taken Golbez and done it legit, but I decided that I wanted to showcase the Gladio cheese and explain it by looking at the party menu and things like that before we go. And having Golbez also means that I'll make my life 10 times easier for the next 2 missions, because that was something I was really worried about. But basically, you saw the way it was set up in the fight, but let me show you how the characters themselves are set up. So Cecil I have here with no weapon. No weapon at all. The same for Sarah as well. No weapon at all. You don't have to necessarily use Sarah either. I've seen people use characters like Gabranth, Aerith. As long as there's HP damage up in there, that is what matters. Balthea, unfortunately, a bit too slow to get there. But what you want from both Cecil and Sarah is for them to not have max bravery, almost at all. So because I've taken the weapons off of them, obviously a lot of their CP has fallen off. But if you look at that, I've taken every max bravery thing, anything with the word boost in it. If you want a quick method of checking for max brave buffs, anything with the word boost in it is what will boost your max bravery or your party's max bravery. So I've taken all of them off. Same goes for the boards, and then when you're going through all your summons, again, keep an eye out for that boost word, because that is what will tie in with anything to do with max bravery. No artifacts, no equipment passives. Basically, they want to have as little max bravery as possible while still being able to use their LD to get the HP and bravery damage up. So the same thing will apply for Cecil as it does for Sarah. So the fact that I can use Sarah for something is really handy. So that is all going to be the same thing here. With Gladio, now that we've had the Encouragement Keystone buff, his high armor is considerably better, and you will want it for this. Because now that if everyone's been good and farmed loads and loads and loads of Paladin Cecil's sphere back when Paladin Cecil came out, then that is going to help you battery your party significantly. Massive, massive, massive thing. So once that's done, then you just have to worry about, again, max bravery again. You want to have as much attack, however, on Gladio as possible, so you are going to want to do that. Artifacts wise, I've made it so that he doesn't have any max bravery buffs, so he's just got his HP and attack buffs. And then again with the other two, I just took passives off of them entirely. So in terms of core abilities, like I said, I've used Ignis and Jack here. Instead of Ignis, you can also use Cryol, because what's important there is the weakness damage and the elemental enchant in peril. Now, as I said, Cecil's doesn't really work. Because Cecil enchants for Holy, And Alexander absorbs Holy, so you don't want that. But Ignis obviously does it for fire, and Krile does it for thunder, and both of them are fine. Ignis is slightly better because obviously he has the HP damage plus on top of it. And then with Jack, you obviously get the 20 to 25%, or 20 to 30%, sorry, increased bravery damage. You could use a character with 20% increased damage like Trey, or anyone that does that. So like 20% extra bravery damage. Hope even as well, even though you don't get the magic in peril. But you basically want to make sure that that's the order of things that you want to get it in. So other than that, and like I said, I did have to restart the mission repeatedly because what you want is for Gladio to go last. And to make sure all 3 of your characters go in front of Alexander. So just be sure to reset until that. I used Shiva here because it gave me the extra speed to make that a little bit easier. And then with regards to that, you can take Ifrit if your attack is a little bit lacking, but you may find you have to reset a lot more frequently to do that if you're missing some of the parts that I've got here. So yeah, that is how I set everything up to cheese Alexander. You've seen it in action as well, and that carried on until Alexander was dead. So that's going to be all from that. So thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you all very much once again, and I'll see you then. Take care.